Have you ever opened Instagram for just 2 minutes and suddenly, bam, 45 minutes are gone and your brain feels like fried Maggi noodles, tangled, overcooked, and kind of pointless? But the solution isn't more hustle, more coffee. It's actually the one thing that we all run away from, and that's silence. And trust me, you aren't the only one facing this problem. Our world is louder and faster than ever before. The average youth of India spends 4.4 hours on social media platforms. Your brain, it's like a phone with 50 apps running in the background, every app draining your energy. And to prove my point, Harvard researchers found humans now switch tasks every 47 seconds. No wonder why focusing just for 10 minutes feels like an exam. But overstimulation doesn't just waste your time, it plays with your emotions. Small things make you super reactive. That's why small fights feels like heartbreak, or why scene zone hits harder than it should. Imagine if you could make yourself even smarter, happier, and more grounded. Neuroscience found something mind blowing. Even 2 hours of silence can help you grow your hippocampus, which is responsible for your memory and learning. Silence also lowers your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. That's why sitting alone in the balcony with a cup of tea or chai or coffee feels like healing, which lowers your stress levels, which increases your happiness. You feel at peace. It is a process of healing, which is possible due to silence. Think of it this way: every time you sit alone and choose silence, you are replacing your battery instead of draining it, that too without pills. Sounds like something your dadi or nani might had already figured it out. And trust me, science is just catching up to our desi life. But if silence is so powerful, why do we avoid it? Let's be real. Silence feels boring and even scary sometimes. No reels, no memes, no distraction, just you and your thoughts. And honestly, that's uncomfortable. That's why we run from it. But here's the truth: escaping silence makes you weaker, but facing silence makes you stronger. But the actual question is, how do you actually live your quiet life but without being a sadhu? And now, this is the place where I want to be, where I am interested, because this is the most interesting part. Now, let's keep this simple. You don't need to move to Himalayas, to Rishikesh, just to try these tiny hacks. For your first 20 minutes after waking, no phone, just sunlight, chai, or coffee, and your own thoughts. The greatest of all minds were built in silence, not in chaos. Because you must understand who you are to take, to extract the best out of yourself. Pick 1 hour every Sunday. No music, no screen, no loud talk. Just sit or walk quietly. Use the Pomodoro method: 25 minutes study, 5 minutes break. But here's the twist: do it in silence. Research shows students focusing in quiet score 20% higher than those with music. And why Pomodoro, if you ask? Because your brain is overstimulated. which can't focus for long at once. Even if you are 14, it works. Silence feels awkward at first, but soon you will feel like your brain just upgraded from 2G to 5G. So, what happens if you actually stick with it? The quiet life doesn't just hits different. It brings back focus, clarity, emotions in balance, and honestly, peace. And once you taste this peace, you will crave it more than noise. So tonight, put your phone down for just 20 minutes. Let everything be quiet. Then tell me in the comments if it hit different. The youth of India doesn't need more noise, it needs silence. And what happens after you try it? It's your story.